Raphael, Taryn, and Dee are solid. They're going to be competitors. That's one thing. They're going to bring the skills to be able to move forward in this contest, and they'll be thrilled about it, I know. Anthony is one of the most dynamic teachers I've ever seen. He's a born showman. Students love him, but he also really builds a connection, a relationship with students, and that's what really makes him successful. Mr. Aaron Griffin is the principal of CRA High School. We're a school within his school. We're guests, as I see it, at his school. And so we try to do everything we can to make the rest of Sierra proud of what we're doing, as well as the community.
Well, since Mr. DeFabio is watching me, I'll tell you it's a great program. No, it's an absolutely phenomenal program. It also provides a service for our community because many of the kids that are leaving out of this program are going to be some of our future community leaders. I think programs like this should be in every high school throughout the nation. You know, every high school is a comprehensive high school. And when you talk about a comprehensive high school, you're talking about not just academics, you're talking about vocational skills as well. There are multiple students who are vying to get into this program, but everybody can't get in. You know, it's only so many seats. The professionals need to understand that they're competing against professionals as well. They're prodigies. That's what they're competing against. They're not competing against teenagers. They're not competing against kids. They're competing against young prodigies. I will be there at Auto Bowl for RDT and Anthony, and I will be watching.
So right now my team's getting ready to pull the engine out so that they can fully diagnose and find all the problems that are wrong with it. We're going to pull the engine out, we're going to lift it up on the engine hoist, and we're going to mount it on the engine running stand. This allows mechanics to be able to fully diagnose an engine, walk around the engine, get to the components without having to climb in and around the customer's vehicles. These guys, they're great kids. All of my students are really great. These three happen to have a natural ability and a natural knack for working with their hands. Most of the shops that I talk to, they can teach all the hands-on things. The hard part is the attitude coming in. If you don't come in with an attitude ready to learn, people don't want to take the time to try to teach you that. So what we focus on in this class is a lot more about the maturity. We have character traits that we learn and we grade them on daily. Respect, pride, humility, courage, and trust. A lot of people are trying to go more into the hands-on training and a lot more out of the traditional classroom. These kids, they thrive in a hands-on environment. They want to interact with their lesson, not just read. DeFabio has stuck by me through everything, every crazy idea I've come up with, and everything I want to do, DeFabio always has my back. Raphael's a great kid. He's enthusiastic, he's full of energy, sometimes to the point of exhaustion. But I'll tell you what, in the end of the day, there's nobody that makes you smile like Raphael makes you smile.
Oh no. Well, when I get up, I just have energy when I come in, so I just get up on the table, I go everywhere. Like, I just run across the tables and then just come back. When I step in here, like my whole vibe changes when I step from that door over here. And it's just fun because I like being here. Every time that I feel safe, like this is home. And then over there, it's just like, I still get my work done, but I come over here and it's just like peace. Together, you know, we bring a lot of knowledge, you know, a lot of respect. We also we work together to get what we need and what we want. It's not just like, we work for ourselves. We don't just we're not greedy. We work for the whole school, for the whole team.
Darius is a very strong young man. A lot of the other students are intimidated by him just because he is a big, strong young man. A lot of times though, what people don't realize about D is he is the sweetest, nicest guy you'll ever meet.
I'm pretty nervous, but I guess when I'm nervous, I kind of work harder, make sure I don't mess up and whatnot. But yeah, I think we'll be all right though.
What do you think of TV cameras?
I don't like them. To be honest, I don't like them.
Taryn has had to overcome a lot of obstacles. I know currently he's going through some illnesses. He's got several doctor's appointments that pull him away from class. Anytime that he's gone, he always makes up the time. He always wants to stay after school to catch up to where everybody else is.
Well, I had some medical issues come up for a while, so I had to drop out of high school. So then I didn't really know how to catch up on my credits, and none of the other high schools would accept me. So then a family friend referred me to here, and she actually works as part of the staff. I think it was probably like a few weeks later I was already attending school here and already learning how to do stuff like this. Well, in competing in auto bowl, I mean, as the underdogs, we're all nervous, but I mean, I feel like we could pull through because everybody always roots for the underdogs anyway. I mean, there's got to be a reason behind that.
Having to pick a deserving family, Taryn's family has gone through a lot. They've been through some incredible situations, and his mother and him have overcome some great obstacles together.
Darius, Taryn, Raphael, I believe you guys can win this. You know, you may be going up against adults, but you know, you guys have learned so much and have surpassed everything that Mr. Williams has thrown at us.
So you think you got a few LeBron James that'll pop out of here and jump right in and do that sport?
No, I have a few Kobe Bryants.
We're working with Harrison District 2. They've got an automotive program, and so they've got some high school kids that wanted to be a team. And so one of our master technicians here is going to be kind of coaching them and guiding them. And so we're actually going to have a high school team that we're working with too, and I'm really excited about that.
You know, it probably takes 7 to 10 years, in my opinion, for a tech to get in the business, get his feet wet, and really figure out the ways of the business. You come into the business, you have your tool expenses out right off the bat, and it's going to be tough. But then if you can stick out that 7 to 10 years and really apply yourself, you can do real well in this business. And we're looking for young guys. We're looking for young guys who can apply themselves, who'll come in here clean cut, and show a willingness to learn. That's the main thing.
The great thing about Steve is, I'll tell you this, and this is why I have Steve here, is that if you get to a place where you're stuck on something, he is the great fixer of all things that is automotive. So if you get into a jam and say, hey Steve, how would I get that thing out? I guarantee you he's got some avenue, some way to help you get through these. Not just him, but I'm sure you'll
that's awesome.
There'll be an opportunity for him to coach you, and that's what he's here for, is to kind of give you his 39, almost as long as I've been alive, years of expertise to help you get through some stuff. And he's a blast to hang out with. I mean, he's going to be a lot of fun. I'm sure that anything that you come up against, he'll be able to coach you through.
And this is the daily use cart.
Mr. Williams, could we stay here?
I know.
Could we stay here?
Have you thought about what you want to do?
Yeah, so most of it's engine work. It's this gentleman's truck here. It's Taryn's truck. We've already pulled the engine out. It's on the engine stand and running. So we're trying to go through and fine tune and figure out what he needs. His ultimate goal is he needs something reliable to get him to and from work every day.
I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys can do. I may have to get an application from you guys before you leave this event, so I start to get ready to call you guys, because I'm sure I'll be needing some guys for it too long. So absolutely, we're excited about this. This is going to be great.
This is Mike. He's one of the guys that will be right next to you that day.
Competing?
He has
The competition.
things to say about
Mean mug him, right? Intimidate him.
He's intimidating me.
I'm thinking about backing out, actually. But I'm going to go through with it. Give it a shot.
Except they want to get their t-shirts and their mugs, and I'm going to go.
Feel important.
Excited about this?
Yeah, nervous and excited at the same time.
You guys are going to do great. As you guys know, some people have a passion and a knack for it, some people don't. What we found is unfortunately, parents, they may say, hey, don't do that. It's a dirty job, it's a greasy job, and go work with your brain or do computers or something. So a lot of guys that really would have a passion for it and are qualified to really learn this trade end up not doing it. And so we want to change that, because it is, as you guys know, it is a very, it's a hands-on job, but it's also using your mind and diagnostics and figuring stuff out. There's a lot of logic that goes into it. What we're looking for is guys that do have a passion for it, that do want to do it, and be able to apprentice with some of our master technicians, learn the trade, learn how to do it right, and want to make that their career.
A lot of what we teach, I try to find the passion. The group that I sent over, 2 of the guys, they do really want to go into automotive. The third guy, he likes cars. He's gifted with his hands, but his goal right now, he wants to get in the military. But the other 2, they eat, drink, and sleep cars.
You know, where are the auto shops? You know, they put them in the lower income high schools, right? Why aren't they in the higher income high schools, right? They have talented kids that would thrive in this kind of program too. You know, the trades and have the money and have the resources. But, you know, parents, I think, need to know that, you know, just because you went to college, that doesn't mean that's for your kid. And that doesn't mean he can't make a great living and be happy getting into the trades. We feel really blessed to have you a part of this and to get the kids up there and give them a hope and a future. So this is definitely a win-win. For Auto Bowl 15, we're about to start the competition here. We're excited. We got a high school team and 3 of our other teams competing to be the best of the best.
We plan on making history as being the first high school team to whoop all these old guys here.
Everybody done?
Now you gotta do it again. You gotta start spinning. All right. 1, 2, 3.
Opportunity. It's an opportunity of a lifetime, and I'm gonna remember this for a long, long time to come.
I'm expecting a victory. I mean, these kids are absolutely outstanding.
They're doing pretty good. They're a little bit behind schedule. We had a couple of hiccups, so Steve's watching closely so that we don't mess up anything too royally.
You guys work really, really well together. It's very impressive.
I was blown away by Anthony's heart. It's like what he wants to do for those kids. Talk about you. And his.
As long as it's all good. We'll see about that. And who knows, there's 30 minutes. We may hear it fire up.
All right. Are they going to try and get it fired up in the truck?
I doubt we're going to get to the truck, but they will. This is an engine running stand, so they will fire it up. So we will fire it on the stand.
Cool.
I hope. high school kids, right?
I want to say how impressed Anthony I am with these guys. These guys are very incredible, very professional at such a young age.
We just had a great time together, and just honored to be a part of this. Thank you very much, guys.
In the event, they wanted to fire it up, so they just installed everything. So we had to go back through and rebuild it. They got it installed. We got all the wiring and everything done. So now it's just buttoning up the little stuff. Well, after the Auto Bowl, I had made some comments to Greg about us needing some other equipment. Here we have a rim clamp machine, and this one's a little bit older style, but still in stores, if you were to try to buy this, it's going to cost thousands of dollars to buy, which we don't have. We're spending our money in curriculum, books, handouts, things like that. So we don't have the money for heavy equipment. And here's another tire machine as well. And again, in the stores, you're going to be paying thousands of dollars. And Greg came over and just, you know, he just replaced stuff at his shop. He knows that it's still functioning and still working, so he gave it to us at no cost, just as a, hey, good job, we want you guys to learn, here's some equipment to practice on. He also brought us an alignment machine, an AC machine, and a transmission flush machine. We're incredibly thankful to Aspen Auto, and it's happy to see that it wasn't just about the Auto Bowl for them. It was, Greg has taken so much time to take the school under the wing, and it's been a great partnership. For other shops, if you guys have hand-me-down equipment, please think of the schools. I don't know of any school that would turn you down. We always need equipment so we can teach the kids so they're ready for your industry.
Raphael, come on up.
Us three, you know, we can accomplish anything. Just put our minds to it.
It was an eye-opening experience to me. Like, it made me feel more of a passion for the industry and really get a feel for like how it is just working in a day-to-day shop environment with some pressure, you know.
I was nervous at first, but then once I started working, it was just simple. I was just doing what I do. And it was just like step after step. We did run into a few problems, but after that, it was just like, oh, cakewalk.
As a teacher, to see your kids succeed, to see the students being successful in what they love, you can't ask for anything else as a teacher.
I'm happy that we were able to donate parts to help Taryn get back on the road and jumpstart his car, and we want to do something special for Taryn to jumpstart his career. We've got some tools for you. On behalf of Advanced Auto Parts and CarQuest, we want to present you with this toolbox. You just got to give me the address and it's going to be shipped to you.
This is absolutely incredible and amazing. The picture really did not do this thing justice. It's incredible, it's nice. This isn't a beginner toolbox, that's for sure.
And we just do want to thank Advanced Auto Part. Thank you so much for your partnership. And not only did you give to Terrence's car, but all the other cars also. And it's just a lot of giving. And there's not many companies that will do that that I see, just really giving like that and to support our youth and showcase their talents. So, thank you.
You know, the high school tech programs are something that, unfortunately, we're seeing less and less of them, and it's really sad. And so to be able to showcase this and see what these kids can do.
Oh, we will be a part of Auto Bowl 16 next year.
Okay, so the kids, they joked around about this before the Auto Bowl. They said, if we get a trophy, do we get a trophy case? And I said, well, you get us a trophy, we'll get a trophy case. So they did. They got us a trophy, but the only trophy case that they had, and this was on loan from CRA High School, is this big one. So I told them, I said, well, now we got to work even harder. We got to get a lot more trophies to fill the case up.
one more $15,000 scholarship certificate, and I think this one is a special one from Raphael.
I wasn't expecting that. I really wasn't. So as soon as they flipped it over and I saw Raphael, I was like, I think that's me. So I don't know. It felt really good after getting that. For my dad and my mom, they were very proud of me, and that was a big step because I'm actually like the first generation to go to college, like whatever college. So it just makes me really proud that I could just like go above and beyond.
Let's hear it for everybody. 2000.